Hello, I'm here with King Andersson, CEO of Immowerk. King, nice to have you here. Immowerk has positioned itself as an agile player in a such complex market nowadays. How you navigate in the current investment climate, especially in Germany right now?
Yeah, so we have to adjust to the market environment. In the past we spent quite a bit of time and money on land developments. Good upside on that, but it's a challenging environment right at the moment to do that kind of business. So we pivoted and we moved over to kind of core plus type of assets. Many Anglo-Saxon investors, they think that's value add, but you talk about existing housing stock where you modernize them, you put in new windows, upgrade the facade, put in a heating pump and so on. Is basically core plus for us. And you have existing cash flow, buy them at a low rent, under rented and under managed assets, and you can aggressively increase the rents, and at the same time when you modernize the assets. That's a good play for us, and we combine that also with our development side. We like redevelopments, commercial to residential conversions. It's kind of a niche, but we like it. It's because less competition. You need to spend lots of time with it and really understand it and really turn the asset upside down. It's difficult, but you can find gems in the market. Yeah, we're data driven. We don't have a board or a fund that we have a fixed strategy, so we can adjust it. And while we do residential investments in all shapes and forms, that's what we like. We can also do some commercial deals. One of the last deals we did was a light industrial property, and we know the leasing market for this type of buildings is very good, and we bought it completely vacant and we leased it up within a year. It's a quick and dirty deal outside of our typical deals, what we do. And you have to go with the flow a little bit, and what the banks like to finance, where there's capital around, that's kind of what you need to focus on. Now the market has turned. There are some opportunities you can look into, but it will be more of a riskier play that you hope that will pick up pace because there's no exit at the moment. But in 3 years' time, there should be.
Private capital is looking for smart development right now. Where you see the most compelling opportunities right now in terms of location, asset type, or strategy?
Well, we're resi focused, and the strategies what I mentioned earlier, that's what we invest in. Location wise, we like B and C cities because all the foreign investors, they don't go there, they all go to the big seven. There's a lot of competition in big seven. So we have stayed away from the big seven for a long time, but now we see also in some locations there good investment opportunities. So we do that on the resi side. Of course, data centers, battery storages, logistics, those are other products that works well. Some say it's hyped, it's kind of is, but it works well. They have their problems. It's not a lack of land, it's more lack of data center side, it's more lack of infrastructure. You need to upgrade. Germany is fossil fueled, the whole country, so you need to upgrade the power lines, the whole infrastructure with transformer stations, substations also, and that will take several years. But there are some good deals. I believe it's going to be a niche, that area as well. And so that's what we like. Also believe hospitality is coming back, but not all stars hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I think the digitalized hotels, the kind of automated hotels without service, without restaurants, I think that will be low staffing, as well as very upscale, 5-star hotels. I think that's a very good play as well. And actually, I believe family hotels. It's a very unique, also a niche play, because you don't have any big players in that area. But many families, they don't want to travel, abroad, flight. They rather go into the car and, be somewhere here in Germany and go to a location. We have everything there. You have your room, but you have your everything for the kids, your mini disco. You have the opportunities for the kids to play and go-kart stuff and all of that. And the parents, they will have their relaxing times, wellness and sports and whatnot. Maybe some office times as well. Many are calling that kind of we combine workation. Yeah.
Okay.
I like to do that too. So
There's a new term for.
yeah, but it's kind of a niche, and yeah, but I think most asset classes are coming back.
You do operate across the full value chain, right? How important is that vertical integration on today's volatility and construction environments?
I think it's important because you retain control of the whole construction process. You retain control of the management of the units, because if you're a very small team, everything is remote. You have subcontractors that do everything. You can't really control them. You don't know what's going on. You need to be close to the tenant. You need to be close to the construction, and of course you can outsource that to a general contractor, but then you pay astronomical prices. And I guess that's okay in certain locations, but we prefer a very hands-on approach and do individual tender offers. It's extra work, it takes a lot of time, but we can ensure much more cost-efficient construction and in a timely manner. So it's more about control for us, yeah, and less about generate more income streams. So that's kind of the main driver for us.
You made a recent acquisition, right? You bought a majority stake at Noratis, including a 16 million capital commitment. It's a significant mark, right? Could you elaborate a little bit on this move? What is the strategy behind this investment, and what is your goal?
All right, so Noratis is a great complement to our existing portfolio. Like I mentioned earlier, we're kind of more value add development, redevelopment driven. That's what we like. But we see great potential in Noratis and this type of core plus assets. They're all under rented. Noratis was a bit undermanaged as well. And if you do it right, if you upgrade those residential units with a brown to green strategy, and you do a little bit extra, if you do the facade, put on a new skin there, put on a new insulation, put on new panels, you put in a little bit extra, you do larger windows. Yeah, it costs a little bit more, but if you have that extra touch, the tenants, they will recognize that. And it's not a new build, but still it's compared to the other stuff that's available, you're still in the top 10%. And yeah, you will get that paid from the tenants. So, and you have the existing cash flow. Yeah, that's very good. So it's a good kind of stabilizer. Mm-hmm. And we combine that together with the redevelopment and development projects. So as kind of kickers, and it's a good combination. Existing cash flow, development projects, and that together, I think that was a good play. And with Noratis, I assumed an existing team also, a great team. Yeah, we're hiring more people there now also to really put that into motion, to carry out this brown to green strategy. And Noratis, they got in trouble a while ago because a lot of debt was floating debt, variable debt. And when interest rates went up, it came into trouble. But now the interest rates are coming down, and which is good for us. Yeah. So it was also a timing play. Yeah. So I do believe this type of assets, they are kind of appreciating in value at the same time as interest rates go down, and I believe this net asset value will continue to increase, and that's the reason and why I did this.
Okay. Last question. What do you like the most about participating on the GRI Club and in our events?
I like GRI. I discovered it last year, but I've been to several conferences since then, and I like the fact that you have a peer-to-peer conversation, very honest conversations, and it's not so much about pitching, or be pitched. It's more about get an honest assessment where the market is going, long-term connections, and develop new ideas and figure out kind of where the market is going. And yeah, because the other people here, they're kind of in similar situations, good or bad, and and you kind of figure out in a different way than, for example, MIPIM or Expo those are different, completely different. That's why I like it, and it's more closed. Yeah, it's closed environment, so it feels good. It's small enough that you can get in contact with everyone, and you recognize the faces. So that's why I like it.
Great to have you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.